And we're joined by Pat Burke. Pat, that was some win.
A brilliant win. It's been a long day. Bodies are really sore. So to be able to produce a display like that in the final, when we looked so composed and looked in control for most of it, just absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant.
What does this mean? Because Crokes hadn't won this since 1997. It's always a great weekend, but maybe for you guys it's better when the home team wins.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a long time. I think my dad was in the last one that won. As kids, for a lot of us, we grew up with a tradition of watching sevens, and the best Crokes players always played in sevens and won sevens, and that probably hasn't been the case the last few years because of the Dublin Championship. But when the panel got together, I think this morning we had this as our target, and we knew it was achievable. And it does mean an awful lot. It's about time that we produced a team and went on and won this tournament. It's been too long.
First time since 1997. Pretty amazing stat, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I remember the final. I remember being here. I remember running onto my dad on the pitch afterwards. So yeah, it is fantastic. But it was about time we addressed it, and it's a great start to the year for the club, and hopefully we can go on now and achieve more.
It is good for preparation. St. Gall's won it last year, and the following week went on to win the Antrim title.
Yeah, now I'm glad I'm not playing championship next week. I'm fairly shattered after that. But yeah, you're right. It is good preparation. There's fantastic teams here today. Like, the quality of opposition is really good. So fantastic privilege to win.
Talk to me about the final. As True take back their ball, and rightfully so. Yeah. They came back at you in the early point of the second half, but you put the foot down and cruise on off.
Yeah, to be honest, you're kind of on cruise control at this stage. You're not really. It was hard to take that all in. I know we felt in control the whole match, but it's when it gets to the end, it's hard to get over the line, and just glad we did it.
Pat, well done. Go and enjoy the celebrations. Go and lift that trophy. Hopefully we can grab one of the True lads in just a minute or so. We heard from their manager Mark Coonahan a few minutes before the final. He was buzzed, he was excited, he was glad to get to the final. He's disappointed now because they would have wanted to win it, but unfortunately it hasn't quite worked out for them. But to get to the final is some achievement, and they were always going to face a difficult task in trying to beat the home club here in Kilmacud Crokes. And I'm here today as kind of part of my connection to Kilmacud Crokes. I am a club member originally from Waterford, but it's a great place to provide a home for country people. And one man I'm thinking of right now is Ray Noon. A minute's silence was held before the game for him. He was such a big part of the sevens, and I think he would have really enjoyed today. Unfortunately, Ray Noon no longer with us, and we're all thinking about him today. We're joined by Christy McKenna. Christy, unfortunate for True not to win the final, but you gave it some effort.
Yeah, we said come out here at the start of the day, and we said we'll just take each game as it comes, and as it turns out we got to the final, and I'd say the early goals killed us and it was hard to claw it back, but I'm proud of the boys and what they've put in over the day, and it was great to get to the final.
I suppose you expended so much energy getting here, it was hard to kind of keep those levels up throughout that final.
That's exactly it. We had a very tough group. We luckily got out of it, and then each game was just very competitive after that, and then Kilmacud had the extra legs there at the end to run on away with it.
I know you're disappointed to lose the final, but getting to the final is a great achievement, and hopefully in a few minutes when that disappointment maybe fades a bit, you can enjoy your evening.
Oh, hope so. I'd say there's a few boys starting to enjoy it in there, but it's always great to make finals now and make yourself known around the country that you're getting to them and being competitive. So again, I'm proud of the boys and what we've achieved here today, so it's great.
Well done, and hard luck in the final, but look, well done across the day. It's a major achievement to get to the final. You really had to work hard to get there and won the semi-final on penalties, which is a pretty amazing thing. I've never seen a Gaelic football game on penalties. We're giving Christy the thumbs up as he walks off there. We might catch the presentation in a couple of minutes, but let's actually turn around and see what's happening, because there's a big crowd after gathering up, as you can see, at the clubhouse end where they are making the presentation at the moment. It's a special day for Kilmacud as a club, and even if they didn't win it, it would be a very special day anyway. They had a tough route to the final, beating Wolf Tones of Meath on the way. We heard from Cian Ward, who was playing in that game, and you could actually probably see how tired he was, but there was a bit of a buzz about him all the same after playing across the day, and you do get a buzz by playing sevens. And let's have a look at the celebrations if we possibly can, as Pat Burke, who we talked to a couple of minutes ago, goes up to take his medal and maybe the cup as well. David, no doubt you're delighted for your teammates.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the lads great to see the club winning this tournament, their own tournament again. Great for some of the lads like Pat, who's probably coming to the end of his career now in his mid-30s, so it's great for him to get something like this and bring on the young lads as well, like Cillian O'Shea, Andy McGowan, Ross McGowan, even Paul Mannion as well. They're still in their early 20s, so great for him to the experience that these boys have now, and they'll be playing in this for the next 10 years.
My thanks to David Nestor for joining us today. We're going to stay with the celebrations for just a couple of minutes because it's a big moment coming up. No matter who won it, it was always going to be a big moment, but there will be an even bigger noise because not only have Crokes won it, but they're also looking forward to seeing their teammates. Because keep in mind, there's a couple of Crokes boys involved in the Dublin team and panel tomorrow. They're looking forward to seeing them in the final against Kerry. A strong Kerry connection to this club as well. Cian O'Sullivan, hopefully he will play tomorrow. His parents are from Kerry, aren't they?
That's right, yeah. John and Noreen both from Kerry, so Cian has a great rivalry with them now over the last couple of years playing against them.
David Nestor, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate you coming across to help us out on the semi-finals and the final. Kilmacud Crokes are the champions. We're going to go over and check out the celebrations.